Hey guys, welcome to the Massive Iron Channel. I'm Steve Shaw. In this video, a new program, Massive Third Day. A program for those of you guys that like to squat and bench. You will squat and bench every third day. Before I get into this topic, if you need coaching, please check out the link below. Coaching is what I do for a living. I would love to help. All right, let's dive in. I want to make a more basic, bare bones type of power building program, kind of a throwback to where we were 10, 15 years ago in the lifting world, when powerlifting kind of invaded the muscle building space and we had a lot of focus on the main lifts. Now, this program, I'm going to give you an example skeleton. I'm going to walk you through everything. This program is very well balanced. It's good for muscle building. It's good for hypertrophy. But with that said, it is excellent for those of you that like to focus on the big three lifts. Now, there are deadlifts in the mix here, but you are specifically going to be focusing on squatting and benching, and you will be squatting or benching every third day. So let me dive into things. Before I do so, all this information is obviously free in this video. If you want to support this channel, you can check out the link below to the PDF for this massive third day. It's in my store at superlivingtoday.com. You get the PDF, you get the digital version, you support the channel. How good is that, right? So I appreciate those that do support my channel. Again, check out the link down below. Now, Massive Third Day is a program designed for lifters who want to prioritize building strength and power on the squat and bench press while incorporating power building techniques for a well-rounded approach to lifting. The structure of the program is simple but effective. Every third day is a rest day, but more than that, every third day you will be squatting or benching. We'll get into how the structure looks here in just a minute. Massive Third Day is centered around two core lifting days, one focused on squats, followed by a power building accessory work, and one focused on bench press, also paired with power building or muscle building exercises. At the end of the day, you get to choose your assistance or accessory exercises, so you can basically mold this any way you want. The third day is going to be dedicated to rest and recovery, allowing your body to rebuild or build back stronger. Now, this program is perfect for anyone that already has a solid grasp of squat and bench press form, and I can't stress that enough. Your squat form needs to be solid. If you're not sure, join my Discord group or send me a squat video. We can go over things. I can let you know what you need to improve. This program is ideal for those who want to maximize their big lifts, including deadlifts, while creating a strong foundation using power building principles. So we're going to be working on improving your squats and bench, but we're also going to be building a base which will help you build future strength. So if you're tired of conventional minimalist programs pushed by influencers and YouTube coaches and want something that balances strength and physique building in a practical, strategic way, Massive Third Day is the perfect choice. Okay, here's the basic structure. Day one is squat focused. Day two is bench focused. Day three is rest, and then you repeat. Now, for those of you that can't train 2 days in a row and need a more flexible schedule, you can do squat on day one, rest on day two, bench on day three, rest on day four, or basically insert rest days where you need to. If you can only train 3 days a week, there's a structure here that I listed at the bottom, week one, week two, squat, rest, bench, rest, squat, rest on day 6 and 7. Week two, bench, rest, squat, rest, and then bench rest. You can just continue to alternate between the bench days and the squat days. It's really a flexible schedule. At the end of the day, I would prefer you do 2 days and then a rest day. But if you can only train every other day or 3 days a week, that's fine because you're still keeping the essence of the program, which is a focus on bench and squats. All right, so here is the basic template. Each column is a different workout day. You have squat A, squat B, bench B. And you can obviously, squat A starts out with squats and bench starts with bench, etc. On squat A, you're going to do a squat, then you're going to do a horizontal row like a pendlay row or a dumbbell row or a seated cable row. Then a quads exercise, then another horizontal row, then a hamstring exercise, and then you're going to do a traps exercise. Bench A, you're going to start off with benching, then you're going to do a dumbbell overhead press variation, seated, standing, Arnold, whatever you want. Then you're going to do chest, delts, triceps, and biceps. So you're going to get some arm work in there. You always have to rest after a bench day because you want your arms fresh headed into the squat day, because on the squat day, you are also doing back work. You don't want your biceps to be fatigued headed into your back work. Squat B day, you're going to do your second squat day, and then you're going to have your deadlifts. Week 1 is going to be normal deadlifting. Week 2 is going to be a lighter deadlift variation, and we'll unpack that in just a moment. But basically, you could do floor deadlifts 1 week, high handle hex bars the next, which are a lighter or less impactful lift on the lower back. You could do floor deadlifts week 1. Week 2, you could do block pulls or rack pulls, something off the ground a little bit that is more lower back friendly. So the world is yours. Just kind of structure this in a sense that allows you to get through a workout where you have squats and deadlifts in the same session. Is this an easy session? No. Are you going to be able to handle it? Yes. You can just adjust the deadlift volume down a little bit. Something I tell a lot of my more advanced or experienced deadlifters is that it's okay to reduce the deadlift volume a little bit. You can still get a lot of mileage out of 2 sets of deadlifts a week. The deadlift can be a lift that takes more than it gives, especially when you become pretty darn strong on it. So don't hesitate to downgrade the deadlift sets to about 2 per week. All right, so you continue on. You have quads, vertical pull like a pull-up or a lat pull-down, hamstrings, and then you finish off with 1 more horizontal row for the week. Bench B, you have bench. Then you have an overhead press variation. It could be seated or standing, seated pin press, standing military press, whatever you want. Then you round out this day with chest, delts, triceps, and biceps. Now I'm going to get into some squat and bench cycle recommendations. You don't have to use these. I'm going to give you alternative options. This is just one option. I'm going to give you several different alternative options in this video. So for this squat cycle and for the bench press cycle, they're going to be structured basically the same way. You're going to see 3 cycles, cycle 1, 2, and 3. Basically on squat A, you start with cycle 1, which is moderate intensity. On squat B, you move to cycle 2, which is heavy intensity. When you come back the following week to squat A, you're going to be on cycle 3, which is light intensity. And on week 2, when you go to squat B, you're going to go back to moderate intensity or cycle 1. You're going to continue to rotate between these 3 cycles every time you squat. So no matter how many times you squat per week, you're going to continually rotate between these 3 cycles. Cycle 1 is 4 sets of 8 at about 70 to 75% of your 1 rep max. Cycle 2, the heavy or more intense cycle, is 5 sets of 5 at 80 to 85% of your 1 rep max. Cycle 3, the lighter cycle, is 3 sets of 10 at 60 to 65% of your 1 rep max. Now, you need to know that the last set on each of these days is pushed for maximum safe quality reps. We're not training to failure here. We're not trying to jack up your lower back. But the last set, if you're doing 4 sets of 8, 5 sets of 5, 3 sets of 10, the last set is pushed for max safe quality reps. When that last set goes over your rep total by at least 1, then you move up the following cycle, that cycle only, by 5 pounds. So let's say you're on the moderate intensity day and you're doing 4 sets of 8 reps. The last set is pushed for maximum safe quality reps. You hit 9. If you hit 9, the following week you add 5 pounds to that cycle. If you hit 8, you stay at that cycle. So each cycle adjusts on its own. You might be moving up on cycle 2, but not moving up on cycle 1 and 3. That's okay. You might be moving up on cycle 3 and 1, but not on cycle 2. That's okay. Just continue to push for max safe quality of reps and adjust each cycle on its own track. Now here we have the bench press. It's the same thing. You have cycle 1, 2, and 3, moderate 4 sets of 8, heavy 5 sets of 5, and light 3 sets of 10. And again, the last set is pushed for max safe quality reps. Each cycle is on its own track, its own progression track. Now, for those of you that don't like this approach, we can use something other. Here are some alternative squat and bench press days. For squat A, you could do squat threes. You could do squat DDP, dynamic double progression, or you could do a squat 3x5 or a squat 5x5. I'm going to have the details to come in this video. So if you want to know how to progress or how to execute these, you guys can take a screenshot. Your squat B workout could be something like pause squats 3x6, a squat 2x15 if you like the higher rep stuff, squat 1x20, or the squat 4-8-8-12, which is based off my popular bench press protocol, the 5-10-10-20. Your alternative bench days, and this should say bench A and bench B, I'll change that in the PDF. You could do bench threes, bench DDP, or bench 3x5 or 5x5. On bench B, you could do paused bench 3x6, or something like the bench 5-10-10-20. Now, I'm not going to get into in this video how all of these alternative protocols work. I have videos on this channel that go over everything. You can screenshot this, and it has all the information on how to do a 3x5, a 5x5, the 5-10-10-20, the squat 4-8-8-12, how to do threes protocols, how to do dynamic double progression. All the information is here. Again, if you want the PDF copy, just check out the link down below. There's more information here on how to do the DDP at the top of this page. Now, I'm going to get into a basic template example. I'm not going to go over everything because I gave you the template earlier, but just know I have some template examples if you want to screenshot this video. Using the basic template outline, I created a workout I probably would want to do myself. This is a solid workout. You can adjust the exercises to fit your needs or equipment or injury history or whatever. So this is an example of the basic template. Squat A, you have your squats leading off, and then you have week 1 pendlay rows, week 2 T-bar rows, week 1 leg presses, week 2 hack squats. Nothing magical about these exercises. You can do pendulum squats, you can do lunges, you can do Bulgarians, you can do whatever you want for quads. And then you have seated cable rows. Again, you could do chest-supported T-bar rows or machine rows, whatever you want. Leg curls and bulldozer shrugs. Bench A, then it's followed by seated dumbbell overheads or Arnold's, machine chest press, machine shoulder press, cable tricep extensions, and massive curls. And then a squat B, you follow that up with deadlift 2s or 3s, 2 or 3 sets. And then week 2, a lighter variation. Here, I probably would start with high handle hex bar deadlifts at maybe 3x6. Then I had put in leg extensions. You could put in lunges or Bulgarians, pull-ups or lat pull-downs, glute ham on back extension or dumbbell RDLs, and chest-supported row or machine row. And on bench B, you have a seated pin press, flat or inclined dumbbell bench, side laterals, seated triceps press downs, and dumbbell curls. Again, only a suggestion, but as this sits, this is a really impactful quality workout that'll focus on your squats and your bench and your deadlifts and really present a well-rounded hypertrophy program. Now, here's a lighter variation. You guys can screenshot this. I'm not going to go over it. Basically, I drop everything to 2 sets. And on the bulldozer work, which is the rest pause work, we drop that down to 4 bulldozer sets instead of 5. There's information you can screenshot to follow if you're more interested in how to do bulldozer work if you're not familiar with it. And I put together a basic template for the home gymmers. Now, it's very difficult to put together a template for the home gym because everybody has different equipment. This is a pretty reasonable starting point for someone that has barbells and dumbbells and not much else. So you guys can screenshot this if you're a home gymmer. If you have any questions about alternative exercise choices for your home gym, you can message me on Instagram at Ben the Barman or simply drop a comment down below. All the workout note stuff is here, how to do massive curls, how to do the 2s protocol, how to do the glute ham on back extension. You can go over to YouTube and search Massive Iron Steve Shaw glute ham on back extension. You'll get a video on how to do that. And up here you have information on the barrel press or JM press, how to do the bulldozer protocol, how to do bulldozer shrugs. And here the 4 bulldozers kind of cut off or clipped between pages, but you can kind of see the information here and here to round it out. That's it, guys. I hope you find this workout interesting. Let me know what you think of it down below. If you need any help, you can head over to Instagram at BenTheBarman, slide into my DM with questions. You can email me, benthebarman@gmail.com. Or if you need more information, more programs, some Massive Iron apparel, some coaching, which is what I would love to do, head over to superlivingtoday.com. And again, if you want to support this channel, you can get the PDF to this program, link down below. All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day.